As we've seen in the previous video, now is the best time to save money. In Canada, 58% of food produced is never eaten, from farm to plate, across the food supply chain. In the Canadian hospitality industry, $14 billion is spent on food that is never eaten every single year. That's 1% of Canadian GDP going to waste, which is a huge amount of money. That's also the equivalent of the total average annual revenue for 20,000 Canadian restaurants. And if you care about the planet, food waste has also a huge impact on the environment, representing 8% of total CO2 emissions. According to the United Nations, if food waste were a country, it would be the third largest greenhouse gas emitter after China and the US. It's huge! We cut forests to grow more and more food, and we burn fossil fuel again to grow more and more food. We have to think differently. And according to the Project Drawdown, a leading research ranking top solutions to fight climate change, reducing food waste is the #1 solution. According to a 2019 study done across the food supply chain in Canada, it's $7 billion worth of food that can be avoided by hotels and restaurants every year. The study shows that 13% of total avoidable food surplus by weight in Canada is generated by the hospitality industry. That's more than 1 million tons of food annually never eaten. Every opportunity to cut costs should be seen as an opportunity to keep doing what you love doing, provide value for the guests of your restaurant. But how much of the hospitality food surplus is coming from restaurants? To estimate this, let's have a look at some data from ReFed. ReFed is an American organization working to end food loss and waste across the US food system. In 2021, they launched Insight Engines, an online hub for data and insights about food waste. It provides the information needed to take meaningful action based on data. It namely shows that on the total food surplus generated across the American food supply chain, the food service sector generates 16% by weight, but way more by value. It's 40% by value. The food service restaurant industry alone has the biggest opportunity, generating 53% of the value lost in the food service industry, or more than 20% of the total value of surplus food generated across the food supply chain. Those were the insights about the restaurant industry. But what's in it for your restaurant? Check out the next video.